Hello everyone. This video we are going to see uh, like how to define the variables, and we will talk about more about the variables. Okay, so what we will learn in this video, uh, what is the variable and why do we need them, and types of variables and how to create the variable, and how to assign a value to a variable, and how we can use those variables. Okay, so one by one we will see. So what is the variable? So variable is yeah, let's talk about the variable first. Okay, so variable is nothing but it is the space of in the computer memory that can contains the changeable piece of data. Suppose we define variable a and that value is 4. So in memory it's storing the data a equals to 4. So whenever wherever we are calling the variable a, the value is coming like 4. Okay, and it is the changeable, that is why it's called variable. So like the when we are writing or filling the online any form, so many parameters are coming like enter the name or mobile number. These are what these are. These are the variables which we defined in our program, writing the program, so that we are storing in our memory. Okay, so oh, it is stored in our RAM, ROM, and auxiliary memory. So so variable identifier, what is the variable identifier? So variable identifier is nothing but the name of the variable. Suppose here we define the variable a equals to 4. So the name of the variable is called identifier. Okay. So when we create a variable, we associate it to a identifier. The name of variable is called identifier is the name of the variable. Okay. So there is some set of rules to create a variable. To create the identifier, program can be created, but we must be those simple rules like identifiers are composition of Unicode letter, for example a b c, small r caps a b c, and Unicode of digits. Okay, the identifier must be start with a letter or with the underscore character. Our variable name or identifier name should be start with the character or any 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 underscore character kind of letter or any underscore characters. Some identifiers cannot be used because they are reserved by the language. So in Go also is other languages, we have some reserved keyword. Okay, keyword that we can't use in our Golang program. Same like break and default, func, select, interface, case, defer, and for, go, map. These are the like reserved keyword that we can't use for creating the variables. Okay, so suppose let's talk one example. We are creating like name 0 of this. Suppose we are going to define this variable, so this is the valid variable because it's start with the letter, and we in middle we use the number that will acceptable. But if any variable we are going to start with the number, that is not accepted, that will be the invalid like variable. If you're talking about the type of variables, so basic type of variables, so variable types are the string type, integer type. Okay, integer type. Third one is the boolean type, and float type, Okay, and if you're talking about the integer having different uh, uh, characters like uint 8, uint 16, uint 32, 64, and uint. These are the like flavor of the our integers. Okay, so how to declare the variables? For declaring the variables, let's jump to our VS Code editor, and there we will see like how we can declare the variables. So this is my VS Code editor. You can see this is my first application. Here what I did now is the variable. Okay, so in Go program there are multiple ways to define the variables. For defining the variables, what we can do, let me control Z. Okay, and yeah, variables. Okay, suppose a equals to 10, I am going to define. So for defining the a equals to 10, we will use var keyword and the name of variable and type of variable. Okay, so here what we can do, var a and type I am going to take int. Okay, so it will be store the integer type of data. Okay, and here what we can do, a equals to 10. Now it will work. Let me remove it and let me try to print it. Okay, fmt dot println. Okay, and I'm going to print a. You can see here, let me save it. So once I will run this program, it will be print. So let me write something the value of var. Okay, see, var a is, it is, yeah, here we can see it is coming like 10. Okay, this is the one way to declare the variable without initializer. Here we are not using any initializer. In second, let's use the initializer to create our variable. Var declaration with an initializer. So for initializing, what we can do, var b, here I am going to give the type int equals to 20, and let me print it. B, and here, so this is the way to initialize, declare and initialize the variables. And third one is the like shortcut method to declare the variable, like short variable declaration. So short variable declaration is mm, c. Let's take an example of variable c colon equals to 2032. Okay, and here what we can do, we can print it like the value of c, and here also c. Okay, so it will be print. So here we saw like there are three ways to declare the variable. First one is like declare the variable without initialization. Okay, and here in second we declare the variable with the initialize declare de declaration with initializer, and third one is the sort method to declare and initialize together. Okay, this is the way to create our variables. So we learn how to create the variables. For using the variables, see, here we use the variables like printing the variable value. So this is the user variable, we can call that variable inside our program. So let's talk about some important point to creating the variables. So important point is the variable name. Uh, the variable name or constant is called identifier. Identifier are generally written using the camel case. Okay, so the name of the variable should be written in the camel case, and the variable and constant allow you to save the value in memory. So uh, initially we talked like where it's stored, it store the value of that variable in our memory. Constant are immutable, means that are not cannot change their value during the program execution, but variables value can be changed. Variable have type which define the set of value that can hold. So as we discussed, like variable having multiple types like boolean type, integer type or string type. Okay, and uh, there is no uni initialization variable, no. So for defining the variables, we use the multiple ways like initializing and declaration of the variable. Once, if you have multiple variables, if you want to define in a single line, you can also pass like same type of variables are there like a b c. We can do a b comma c, and all the types will be the int. You can define the integer types or variable type. So this is the way we can define our variables in Golang. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy and learn.